Hi everyone. So I'm going to make a very quick video today about my travels in South Korea for over last year from 27th of December until the 13th of January this year. Yeah, it's a pretty long holiday. It's about 17 to 18 days, and it was a red eye flight that it was like over the night from started from like 1 something a.m. and then I arrived in Korea around 7 or 8 something. I think about 8 something. Around 8 a.m. in the morning according to Seoul time. Um, but without actually any kind of long detractors and stuff about what exactly I learned and everything. So um, I kind of realized that I was very tired in between because I wasn't used to the bed and everything. But I was telling my friend, my Korean friend, in a joking manner. 숙소의 침대를 안 익숙하지 안 익숙해요. 네. So it's yeah, I mean that was in Korean. So but that aside, it just dawned on me like somewhere into the was it the middle? Yeah, the middle of my time in that travel when I actually started going off to Busan and also Koji Island. That that there's something that my uh, the psychologist that I have been seeing was telling me when I went for EMDR therapy to resolve the PTSD memories and from the abuse and the contact with the narcissist, and then even after that, all the the flying monkeys and all that they did to me. And she said, Kevin, that it's been she said this in that was last year in 2022. It's like 6 years. It's been 6 years of trying to deal with this PTSD, and she said somewhere in the middle of it, like that, you really deserve to really recover and heal from this. Yeah. So, and in the middle of that travel, it just dawned on me that I didn't want to just live my life. I mean, that was something that happened right after the discard. And yeah, it was like, the people, when narcissistic people discard you, they don't really actually really discard you. They discard you, they don't care about you, but they will still try their best to damage and destroy you. That's what they do because they are, psychopathic in their own nature, and they are closer to psychopaths. Yeah, and they're not humans. They are closer to psychopaths and demons. And there's something about them when it comes to their behavior, because they enjoy visiting pain on you. I saw a smirk quite a few times in those few months that I was talking to that former narcissist in my life, and the smirk, it was some kind of ingrained. It's something weird that that when they try so hard to put on a front that they are so good, but one moment you turn their heads, at that very moment, that snatch second, you see those, you witness those micro expressions, and that's when you realize, oh, I'm dealing with someone who's not normal, who enjoys hurting people for fun, for their own enjoyment. And yeah, the psychologist's words about 6 long years of healing and recovery made me realize this about myself, that I don't just want to live life. Yeah, I don't just want to survive. I want to thrive. This goes back to Pete Walker's book, From Surviving to Thriving: Complex PTSD Trauma. So it's actually a pretty good book, but I haven't really finished reading it because I don't really recommend reading it from cover to cover, because it's really intense. And there are moments where he talks about different examples of PTSD or CPTSD, and how to resolve it using certain strategies, such as family modeling techniques, and such as talking to asking someone to sit on a chair and pretend to be that family member whom you're estranged from. or I mean, in my case, it wasn't so much my family members, but it was actually the narcissists in my life, and a whole bunch of them, and and also on top of that, the thing about not wanting to just survive but wanting to thrive. There's also something else about travel itself, which I realized when someone there was this other YouTuber. Her name was, I think, Nat Pocha. I don't really know her number, but I always call her Blossom because that's her name. Um, she said that I actually look good in a very complimentary sense, that it's a very genuine and honest thing, that when I was traveling in Korea, there wasn't anything that was like really malicious and whatever, because it was just like, I was dressed up anyway. In my video, I don't really like take off my clothes. Why should I? Not for my YouTube videos. But I mean, there's something about South Korea that can actually make me better as a person. I don't think I will be able to teach English there, but that said, the thing was this: when I was in that situationship or relationship with that narcissist, that ex-narcissist, years ago in 2016, that ex-narcissist was constantly criticizing Korean culture, anything that has to do with Korean. And there you are, you're criticizing all these people and that culture, and yet you're doing it in front of someone like me, who actually likes them a lot, and who actually went to study in Korea, and whose best friend is also Korean. It doesn't make sense. I mean, this is one of my best friends is Korean anyway, so um, it just makes me realize this. Uh, narcissists really, and even psychopaths, they go for what you really like or what you are. That one moment it might be that thing that you are really good at, or the thing that you are interested in, your hobbies or whatever. But once they hone in on it, they hook you in. That's when they turn. Yeah, they'll start destroying it, or try to stop you from pursuing that thing. So I kind of realized this, especially when I was in Korea. I told that person, that other YouTuber, Blossom, said, Blossom, I will say this because I posted it on my Facebook too. I said, um, traveling to the places that you want to travel to, and doing the things you want in life, the things you want to in life, they are open acts of defiance against narcissistic abusers, especially those who abused you in the past. And one of the friend had told me before, who would have known. That friend is now like a flight attendant for Singapore Airlines. He said, who would have known that last time when you were so stranded and you were unable to travel because you lost your savings, and you were just trying to build yourself up from scratch after the narcissistic relationship and the abuse, the financial abuse, everything, the energetic depletion. But right now, he said that's in 2019, after I came back from a trip to Korea. He said, who have known you're traveling around the world again? You're traveling. You went. I mean, maybe it's not as far as like to other places in Europe, but you're traveling, and you go to places that you want to go to. And who have known, those people would have been like what Blossom said, jumping mad if they had known about it. Yeah, it's an open air of defiance for me. And it doesn't matter. I mean, in Korea, I wasn't out spending a lot of money, and I didn't really calculate how much I spent this time. I don't really care, but maybe I spent a few thousands. I don't really care, but I'll earn it back anyway. But it just makes me realize this. That when I was with the narcissist, like these people, they're just like they harp on how much you spend. They're so stingy. They are constantly saying that you don't know how to spend your money. But in fact, you're saving every cent, and when you save every cent, you spend it on their fucking lack of manners, low down ass, tripping, manipulative selves. If they have any selves to begin with, because they don't have any personality. So why do we need to do that when we can spend on ourselves and be better people after that? So that I told my friends, after that one friend who's a flight attendant years ago, when I came back from that other trip to Korea. I told him, I spent a few $1,000s, uh, not including the etiquette. I spent a few $1,000s, and he asked me, what do you spend it on? Oh, clothing, fashion, skincare, makeup for men, and books, a lot of stuff, yeah, and shoes. And I just wanted to spend it. I never really managed to spend any money when I was with that freaking ex narcissist and the bunch of flying monkeys hanging around. He said, yeah, it's okay. Go ahead. You've done it anyway, and be happy about it. And yeah, just an open act of defiance. So okay, what's the takeaway for all this? I have two things to say. One, the first thing that I've said already was this: don't just live life to survive. That's not really living a life. You should be living life to thrive, and that's the one thing you should be doing. So to thrive, you must first divorce yourself and break free from that narcissist. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And the second thing is this. I mean that to break free, it also includes realizing that they don't change. Yeah, they only get worse over time. And the second thing is this: keep on doing the things that you want to do, even if it means that people will get angry. Keep on doing it. Don't give up on them, and don't just like don't be a like a scaredy cat and get scared just because they will throw their fits. I remember that years ago, when I was in that narcissistic relationship, I kept on being very hesitant to mention my own interest in Korean stuff, and I actually remember that and my friend asked me why. I mean, you were so interested, you are so fluent in the language, everything, and you studied for a while in the country and even in Korean international school. Um, you have circle of Koreans and everything, and why do you do that? What are you scared of? I was just scared. I said, I'm just scared. I will concern that the narcissist then will just blow up and get angry with me for that. And I know like my friends were saying, was thinking, what the fuck, what the frick do you do that for? You don't need to please these people. If they're getting angry over something you do, that's not because they really care about you. In fact, they don't care, and they want to mold you into the image that you are not. So anyway, yeah, live life in open defiance of them. And that there's something that I kind of realized, especially like last 1 or 2 years. I mean, last year and this year, when I was competing in some physics competition. And actually, I'll 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 say that I actually won something. I didn't realize that myself. That's when you realize that, oh, okay, I didn't realize that I was that good in the sense that I could do something. And even if I don't always place, like, I still feel that I could actually yeah, I could actually do well. And I mean, it's more for doing well for myself, not just to like prove to anyone anything. And I did those photo shoots, those fitness photo shoots, and with professional photographers. And I at the point in time I was thinking, that that ex narcissist actually claimed something that was one of the narcissists anyway in my life claimed, oh, you're not really that interested in bodybuilding and fitness because in a few months that we talked, you only talk about it um, uh, twice. Oh, I didn't even know that they actually like monitor you. But and then that person, that weird person, just claim, you are not very interested, blah blah blah. But then you are, years later, you are copying everything I do. But yeah, I mean, this is another topic about how narcissists copy you. I mean, regardless of their relationship with you, or whether they are friends, romantic partners, or family, or whatever, they do that all the time. Especially if you are an empath, or a very accomplished person, or you have some accomplishments in life. Sometimes it may not be a very big one, it could be a small milestone, but they will still, they do that because they are really envious. But uh, last year, after I came back in February from Korea, I had this one realization, which was linked to the whole thing about the defiance thing. I actually wrote it down on my social media and platforms. I said, that what do you actually want to do? uh, in life. Yeah, and but you couldn't do it, but you couldn't do because of those toxic people in your life. Yeah, it's time to do it now. So yes, so that's why I took part in uh, the Mastermind competition the end of last year in December, and then in February, yeah, I took part in another federation's competition. It's like FIF, I think it's Fitness International Federation. But either way, I'm just happy that I did all this, and whether I'll do it again, that's another matter. Now I'm just trying to regroup myself after I come back from travel. It's good to actually rest and yeah, especially after all those erratic sleeping patterns and everything. Yep, but for now, I know there are two things that I want to do, and these are two things on my mind. Firstly, I don't just want to survive, I want to thrive. Second, I want to do the things that I really want to do in life, which includes traveling to places I want to travel to, doing the things such as spending on things that I really want to do, spend on, which are good for me. Eating foods, yeah, that I really like because damn it, that the ex narcissist always had a lot of excuses for not eating Korean food, and all you could do was to suggest eating in Seoul Garden. Excuse me, Seoul Garden is actually Singapore Malaysian style Korean food, which is not even authentic and which was like really terrible, low grade, low cost. Yeah, they don't really like go out and eat at good places. They want you to like feel that you're lost on something. But no, I want to live my life, okay, and do the things I want to do, go to the places I want to go to, and really experience my life. And that should be the way it should be, okay. And to live life in defiance of them, open defiance, doing everything that I could do within my own ability, open defiance, because life is in itself defiance against those who do not want you to live it well. Yeah, okay, so that's it for now. Have a good one, everyone. So I'm off to actually get ready to have my lunch and go off to work soon. And yeah, okay, have a blessed week. Bye bye.